Cabin in the Woods, a book by Gasheri and Githegi. Getting up close and personal. They saw off the last of their guests. Mom decided she needed a nap and excused herself. Gasheri and Githegi also decided to go to bed and get back to cleaning later on. Where were they to sleep? In his room, or hers, or each in their own room? Were the questions on her mind, since they'd never shared a bed before. Well, I'll grab a shower and go to bed, Gasheri told him. Githegi held her hand and told her he also needed to get one. Githegi led her along the corridor and stopped at the door to Gasheri's room. Let's use my shower, he said, laughing. Gasheri shyly said, maybe some other time. Let's see who showers faster. Then I will join you in your room for some cuddling. Gasheri said, in a few minutes, she was refreshed and went over to see if he was done. He was already in bed. Githegi asked her to come in, which she did, and Gasheri sat on the bed. They finally had a moment to talk through the events of the day. Gasheri had received a beautiful engagement ring from Githegi. A lot was going on through her mind, and Gasheri told him she loved the ring and how beautiful it was. And Githegi said it looked just as beautiful as the person whose finger it was gracing. Githegi told her he would have liked for her to pick out a ring, but she let him know she loved it and it would get to pick her wedding ring anyway. They both had children of their own, so that would be another avenue to handle. She finally asked him, why me, Githegi? Gasheri asked, peering at him, her head tilted, smiling at him like she always did. I finally found in you what I had been praying for in a wife. My heart finally found a home in you, Gasheri, Githegi said. And they talked for a while. Gasheri finally asked Githegi why they had never slept in the same bed before, considering they were not young. We are not young, but we are young at heart. Why have we never spent the night together, my dear? And Githegi said he wanted to do things right. Plus, they had made a promise to wait. Gasheri nodded reluctantly and asked sheepishly, does it still apply now that we are engaged? Yes, it would be a good idea, Githegi said. Gasheri kissed him goodnight, and as she left, she said, thanks. I love you all the more for that. And she retired to her room. Gasheri woke up next morning to the beautiful sounds of birds chirping, and there was a quiet knock on her door. Gasheri said to come in. Githegi had a cup of tea and some wildflowers he had picked up for her. where Sherry thanked him for the flowers and tea and for being so thoughtful and kind for the past few days they had been there. Where Sherry cupped his face and gave him a kiss on his forehead. I could get used to this. This is going to be a good day, where Sherry said. They finally set out to do some cleaning. Thank God there was a washing machine in the house. They first got all the bed sheets from the rooms into the machine. As Githegi loaded the machine, she went for the towels for the next load of washing. Opened up the windows, and there was some mopping to do. So she asked him what he preferred to do, wiping surfaces or mopping the floor. And Githegi said mopping. Things would have moved a lot faster if there was not too much of hanky-panky going on as they worked. But they had 2 days to get it all done. And again, who was complaining? There was enough time for everything, especially they're enjoying every moment together. They were very lucky the children had worked on the kitchen before they left. Githegi was good at mopping, and in a short time they were done, in time for the next batch of washing to go in. They took a break, and there were the leftovers from the night before. They warmed them up and asked Mom to join them for a late lunch. Mom had been enjoying her morning on the porch, watching the birds and reading her book. Mom was always in good spirits, happy. She asked if they were done with the cleaning up, to which they said no. Probably tomorrow morning, they said. Gasheri and Githegi took the food outside. There was a dining area on the porch, and Mom asked if they'd picked out a date for the wedding, and they said not yet. But tomorrow morning would be good for us. Just a small ceremony of family. What? Are you serious? Mom asked. Friday evening would be good for us too. They were joking, trying to see her reaction.